Yes, you see, the photos that have surfaced of the Board of Education candidate Justin Orlando is unsettling to some, but still, he stands behind his 2018 Halloween costume, saying it's not the issue, but the bigger issue is that the Democratic Party is racializing that costume. However, the Democratic Party that we'll hear from today says that's just not the case. It's about holding political candidates accountable.
On the Board of Education requires members to be able to be empathetic to all of our community, to be able to represent everyone, including our Black and Brown students, our LGBTQIA plus students, our Latinx students, all of our students.
Board of Education member Nicholas Kapoor first saw the photos a few months back. He says he believes it doesn't show the cultural awareness that is required to be on the Board of Education. We went to Justin Orlando's home. He didn't want to talk. Excuse me. Orlando did release a statement justifying his actions, which says in part, "To me, there's nothing racial about it. I dressed up as a favorite character of mine from one of my favorite TV shows, and in doing so was demonstrating respect for that character." Orlando goes on to say the Democratic Party chose to racialize this issue because of the upcoming election. However, Kapoor says that just isn't true.
Mr. Orlando dressed in blackface. The fact that he can't acknowledge that or even attempt to apologize shows his true colors. We continue to call on him to withdraw from the election. We believe that this incident is disqualifying to sit on a Board of Education.
The Monroe Republican Party committee stands by Orlando's actions, releasing a statement that reads in part, "After speaking with Mr. Orlando and reviewing his statement, it is clear that his intent was to portray a TV character that he admired and nothing more." Don Sawyer III, Vice President of Equity, Inclusion, and Leadership Development at Quinnipiac University, says it's vital people understand intent versus impact.
If someone comes to you and say that this is offensive and here's why, it's important to kind of understand and take that in. But part of it is understanding history.
Sawyer says understanding the historical context of blackface is vital.
It was stemmed to racism. It was tied to the historical misrepresentation of what they felt Black people were, over exaggerated features and painting on big red lips or darkening their face with different types of either burnt cork or face paint.
All right, so the Monroe Republican Town Committee did release another statement attaching, in part, it says that the RTC unanimously agrees that any racism or cultural appropriation is unacceptable. If Mr. Orlando did offend anyone by his choice in costume from 2018, it was unintentional, and he regrets that it offended anyone. Now, we'll have all of these statements throughout that story posted online and on our Fox 61 News app. For now, reporting live in Monroe, Raquel Harrington, Fox 61 News.